Welcome back. It's another edition of Inside the Tornado, presented by Walk-Ons. I'm your host, Chris Mangrum, and joining us today is the head coach of our men's wrestling team, Blaze Shade. Coach Shade, thanks for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure.
So, second year on campus for you. What would you say have been some of the biggest differences for you as you prepare for year two?
Yeah, so I'd say one of the biggest differences, year one was more about accountability, right? Just following the system, believing what I'm preaching, and making sure that we're present, right? And now that we're in year two, now the biggest thing we've been talking about is effort, right? They know the expectations, they know all that's required. So now it's putting their best efforts forth into it and trying to get to the results that we want to see as a team.
So any new coach that comes into a program, you're putting your flavor, your spin on it, the culture that you want to build. How much closer are you to seeing those things realized in this second year?
I think we're really close. Just by you can see the guys who came back. You know, we had a couple guys who they could have chose to graduate and go somewhere else, but they decided to stay here because they see what we're building. Yeah. Like I said, the accountability was really cool to see amongst all the guys because now they see, okay, we got a little bit of success. We're seeing where this consistency is going, so let's keep it running.
Yeah. Well, back in August, you selected Jared Pro to be your new assistant coach. What impressed you about his background, and how has he already made a difference for your program?
Yeah, so with Coach Pro, what was really cool was just, initially when we were looking for the new position we had a really good phone call. He kind of was buying into the same things that I kind of preach, and it's all about building character. We want to make sure that these guys are men before they're wrestlers. So he had that similar mindset. He's great at motivating. So, now it's my task as a head coach to get him prepared to, eventually go into those shoes and help guide these guys along. And we have a great team chemistry right now with Coach JP with us.
Well, good. Now, you guys recently opened the season at the Glenville State Invitational, 8 place winners on the day. How'd you feel about the way they performed?
It was decent. We didn't get any champs, but I tell my guys all the time, I'm focused on effort and results, especially right now in the beginning of the season. One thing that we tell our guys right now is in this beginning half of the season, it's will over skill, right? Eventually we're going to get your skill up. We'll get you to where you need to be. But right now we need to see and make sure the will's there, that we want to win these matches, that we want to break these guys, and that we can just believe that we can do the best 7 minutes. As we start reinforcing that will, the skill will pick up, and we'll start beating those guys and get to where we want to be.
Yeah. Well, last year you saw 2 of your wrestlers qualify for nationals. What would you say are some of the goals and expectations here this season?
Yeah, we're in the hunt, right? We're in the hunt for, obviously, a conference title, which means we're in the hunt for a regional title because our region is the whole conference. Yeah. So, what we're trying to get these guys to do and believe in is that they are the best, and sometimes what you have to do is you can't obsess about being the best. You just got to focus on what you're doing, what you're building, and that's what will get us to where we need to go. So, hopefully we're looking to get, 5+ qualifiers in that conference regional championship. But, again, that's focusing on what we're doing, building our craft, and believing in ourselves.
Well, our men's wrestling team recently opened up their season. They'll be on the mat several more times here over the next couple of months. So be sure to visit kingtornado.com to learn more about this year's roster. You can see their schedule. You can see their results on how they've been doing. Anything you need to know, visit our website and learn even more about our men's wrestling team. For Coach Shade, I'm Chris. This has been another edition of Inside the Tornado, presented by Walk-Ons. Thanks for watching. See you next time.